before we get started, the first 2 keys to doing my daughter's hair is keeping her entertained. So that means putting food in front of her and either her iPad or the TV. If I'm going to do a longer style, like a braid style, I have to put a movie on, but again, a toddler's attention span will only last so long. Lastly, I recommend getting your child dressed before doing their hair. For one, it's one less thing that you have to do once you're finished, and secondly, it won't mess up the style that you just worked so hard on. That's my tip. So before I get started, I always wet Kenzie's hair. This helps me to detangle because the night before we always take out her rubber bands and let her hair fly free throughout the night. So when she wakes up, it pretty much is all over the place. This is going to be dependent on what type of hair your child has. So my daughter has curly hair, so wetting it helps with detangling. After I've saturated Kenzie's hair with water, I go ahead and I start to part. What's really nice about her hair is that it holds water, unlike mine. I would have to really drench my hair to detangle, but this is not about me. So go ahead and start parting. And once I've parted, then I go ahead and grab my denim brush for detangling. The denim brush is really good for people with curly hair because it keeps the form of the curls while also detangling. So at this point, I've decided I'm going to do 4 ponytails, and I grab my rubber bands. I use the denim brush to pull it into a ponytail and slick it back, and that's ponytail number 1. Moving on. Parting over to the other side, I go ahead and rinse and repeat. Repeat the process. I like to also look over. You'll see me looking over from time to time to food check and see how much food she has left. That kind of tells me how much time I have left to do her hair. So again, using the denim brush, I'm going to go ahead and wet the hair a little bit more for some curl formation. Using the denim brush, I'm going to brush through, grab my rubber bands, wrap it around about 3 or 4 times, and then move on to the back. As you can see, sis is focused on that TV show. Anyway, so we are moving on to the back. Now, the back of Kenzie's hair is a whole different texture, which is literally just like mine. So I put a little bit more water in the back, and sometimes I put a little bit more product, but up to you. You know your hair and your child's hair the best. So for the back, you are going to see me use a little bit of edge control for her edges just to keep it in line in the ponytail. And I just use a little bit on my index finger and bring it through the hair, just around her crown, so that the ponytails will hold nicely throughout the day. So now I've gone ahead and grabbed an actual brush for the back. Like I said, it is a different texture. I still use the denim brush for detangling, but now to brush the ponytail into place, I'm going to use an actual brush. And I'm going to just repeat again on the other side. These rubber bands I'm using, I love because they're nice and strong, and I don't have to worry about them popping on my fingers or on her head. You will also notice I hold the ponytail when I brush through because I don't want any tugging at her scalp, and I don't want this to be a painful experience. This is actually a bonding time for me and my daughter, and so I want it to be enjoyable for the both of us. And her crying and getting upset will not be enjoyable for either one of us. So now I just go ahead and fluff everything out. Make sure the curls are as I like them. It's cold outside, so I'm not going to add any more water or worry about her curl definition. But on a warmer day, I would put a little bit more water through and put a little bit more product to have those curls define a little bit more. Now for the finishing touches. I love to do Kenzie's little baby hairs. I know they're not going to last that long because sis loves to touch her hair and her face and everything else. But it appeases me. So I go ahead and I use just a little bit of Vaseline. I don't like to use edge control because it's on her face. So I just use a little Vaseline and edge brush. And I go ahead and I just swirly. Find some cute bows. Fluff it up one more time. And you're all done. Bows are optional, of course. If you like what you saw today, don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button and come along as we give our input on baby and toddler products. We'll do hair tutorials, we'll talk lifestyle, fashion, traveling, life, a little bit of fitness, and basically everyday mommying. Welcome to class.